Hello, book lovers. Today we're exploring the fascinating world of deal-making and real estate through the lens of a compelling narrative that spans ambition, strategy, and resilience. From the art of making big deals to the transformative power of strategic investments, this story takes us on a journey through the highs and lows of building an empire. Join us as we dive into the chapters that reveal the secrets to success, the importance of persistence, and the impact of visionary thinking in the competitive world of business. Let's get started. To summarize the book in one sentence, you could say it's about the journey of a determined individual navigating the complexities of real estate, business, and personal ambition, showcasing strategic deal-making, resilience, and the pursuit of success against all odds. This story centers on a larger-than-life figure who pursues deals not just for profit, but out of a genuine fascination with the art of making things happen. We see him as a young man, guided by his father's toughness, ambition, and knack for real estate. Growing up in Queens under the tutelage of Fred Trump, he learns how to manage properties, deal with tenants, and navigate local politics. But from the start, he sets his sights on Manhattan, a far more glamorous stage, and dreams of building skyscrapers and high-profile projects that capture the city's attention. He believes that to succeed, you have to think big, stay persistent, and prepare for every possible outcome. One of his earliest lessons comes from turning around Swifton Village, a struggling apartment complex in Cincinnati. Under his father's watchful eye, he invests in cosmetic improvements, tightens management, and raises standards enough to justify higher rents. The results confirm that if he can transform a rundown asset with good fundamentals, he can earn a solid profit. Still, he's not content to remain in the boroughs. After graduating from Wharton, he edges closer to the beating heart of New York, even renting a small apartment in Manhattan to soak up its social scene. While there, he lobbies his way into an exclusive club called Le Club, an early lesson on the importance of mingling with influential people. His father's world remains in Queens, building middle-class housing, but he craves skyscrapers and bigger, bolder deals. That restlessness leads to the Bonwit Teller building. He writes letters for years, receives no reply, but never quits. Eventually, corporate upheaval forces the property owner to sell. When the new CEO is desperate to unload assets, he swoops in, acquiring the site that will someday become Trump Tower. In these early chapters, we learn that tenacity and timing are crucial. The protagonist often waits quietly for the right moment, such as when he reacquires the West Side Yards years after first letting the option lapse, ending up with better terms. He leverages a city in need or a company in crisis to win deals on his own terms. When the city of New York finds itself nearly bankrupt, he sees a chance to purchase and redevelop the Commodore Hotel near Grand Central Station. City officials, desperate for jobs and investment, grant him tax incentives. This arrangement allows him to renovate the crumbling property with minimized financial risk. He believes in pushing for the best possible outcome, even if it means aggressive negotiations. Likewise, he discovers Atlantic City is on the verge of legalizing casino gambling. While some scoop up land early, he decides to wait until gambling is truly approved before investing big. He eventually sees a more secure route, purchasing a failing casino hotel or an in-need property rather than speculating blindly. At the same time, Hilton Hotels, long established, attempts a grand entrance into Atlantic City, which signals how lucrative gambling can be. As he watches Hilton's bold moves in the chaos of a new gaming market, he realizes enormous profits are possible if you time your entry correctly. Beyond hotels and real estate, he tries his hand at professional football. Seeing potential in the struggling United States Football League, he acquires the New Jersey Generals. He plans to move the league's schedule from spring to fall, challenge the NFL head-on, and either force a merger or win a big antitrust settlement. His inspiration comes from how the AFL once merged with the NFL to create huge opportunities. It's a gamble. He knows the USFL might fail, but he believes if you invest in star players, grab media attention, and push for a direct confrontation, you might earn a seat at the table. The story also spotlights the Woolman Rink fiasco. The city of New York had botched the renovation for 6 years, throwing public money into a project with little progress. With no background in ice rinks, he offers to fix it quickly, using the same project management approach that built his tower. At first, city officials dismiss him, but once the press highlights the city's gross mismanagement, they're forced to let him take over. He gets it done far below budget and far ahead of schedule, scoring a significant public relations victory. The takeaway is clear: efficiency and hands-on oversight can outdo the bureaucracy that often plagues large municipal projects. But not every move is smooth. Acquiring certain properties comes with fierce resistance from rent-controlled and rent-stabilized tenants. In one case, he purchases 2 buildings by Central Park with the intention of tearing them down for a luxury condo. The city's tenant protection laws, however, prove formidable. Court fights last year's, some tenants simply refuse to budge. Yet ironically, that long delay ends up increasing the property's overall value because real estate prices rise over time. And so, even a frustrating setback produces profits. Throughout the narrative, we see recurring themes. First, the importance of name recognition. The brand itself becomes an asset. Second, a knack for showmanship, announcing big plans, drawing media attention, and converting publicity into leverage. Third, a willingness to walk away from deals that carry too much risk or that fail to pass muster. And finally, there's an insistence on using existing political conditions, like tax breaks, city subsidies, or a landlord-friendly window to seize opportunity. He's not shy about pushing the city or a struggling corporation to make concessions if it means saving their project. The story closes with a snapshot of numerous deals in motion. There's a shuffle of casino holdings, a stake in Bally Manufacturing that yields a tidy profit, and the acquisition of Resorts International, which includes the monstrous Taj Mahal project. There's the philanthropic gesture of helping a woman named Annabelle Hill save her farm, a demonstration that even in the midst of high-stakes business, he looks to secure positive media coverage, or simply do good. Meanwhile, he distances himself from certain foreign ventures, like an Australian casino opportunity, which he deems not worth the complications. All these moves illustrate a relentless pursuit of advantage, coupled with a realism about when to exit. Underneath the deals lies a set of guiding principles. He believes you should think and act on a grand scale, yet also hedge against disaster. He preaches that you can dream big as long as you assume the worst might happen and plan accordingly. He insists that negative thinking, preparing exhaustively, actually sets the stage for positive outcomes. He trusts his gut, but also demands thorough facts and numbers. Though he loves to gamble in the sense of high-risk real estate or sports expansions, he generally wants the odds on his side before committing. Ultimately, this story is about ambition, timing, and a flair for dramatics. It's filled with examples of how seizing on others' desperation in a bankrupt city, a failing football league, or a mismanaged rink can yield outsized rewards if you're bold and persistent enough. The protagonist never claims to be purely altruistic. He thrives on competition and proving skeptics wrong. But his brand of hustle and confidence in the face of challenge propels him to ever larger ventures. Even though not every plan goes smoothly, the willingness to adapt, like repurchasing the West Side Yards at a discount after stepping away years earlier, becomes a hallmark of his style. Deals can be chaotic, but he remains convinced there's always a path to success if you negotiate wisely, use publicity shrewdly, and trust in your ability to outmaneuver rivals. In the end, that mixture of tenacity, cunning, and timing underpins every big move he makes, shaping the image of a deal-maker determined to make his mark on the city and beyond. Together, these chapters paint a vivid picture of a life driven by ambition, strategic foresight, and a deep commitment to making a difference. Let's draw a conclusion for our book. The Art of the Deal offers a fascinating glimpse into the mind of a master negotiator, blending personal anecdotes with practical business wisdom. Despite some repetitiveness, its compelling narrative and actionable advice make it a valuable read for anyone looking to enhance their negotiation skills and resilience. A solid 4.5 out of 5 for its unique perspective and engaging storytelling. Until next time, take care and keep exploring the power of stories.